Meta formations or effective OP formations on PES 2020 myClub after Data Pack 3. We're going to jump into every single one of them from the number 1 to 2, 3, 4, number 1 being the most effective. And then we're going to talk about formation dominations, which formation going to dominate the others the most. Okay. All right. Now, first of all, this is nothing new to most of you guys. We all know variations of 4-3-3 with 3CF, especially with the AMF. At the moment, there was only one manager. His name was Kunine with 4-3-3 AMF triple CF. And Jurgen Klopp showed up as a 3CF. I think it was for 2 weeks. Now it's changed. Diamond formation, Fischer, Santos. These are the most two effective ones. There are other ones, like personally I like Marcolini, Chievo Verona manager to counter longbow center. Now these formations are effective, but remember squad builder matters. You know, making one fullback a CB or use defense on both of them, using defense on your anchor, counter target on AMF, counter target on both flanks, anchoring on the midfield. With a diamond, usually defense on DMF, counter target on AMF, defense on a fullback. So these are the formations that you see most top ranks use for a reason. Even in professional play with esport, eFootball, you see the number 1 and 2 being used a lot, which is the 4-3-3 variations. The second I want to talk about is the wide play 4-3-3 variations. Now, the first one that is 4-1-3, 4-1-2-3. Now, that is super offensive. Usually, you're going to have a DMF, CMF, AMF, ideally anchor, box to box. Remember, squad builder based on playing style card is really, really important. And all that stuff we're talking about, your gameplay matters as well. We all know, I mean, anything that you play with rage ends up bad. This is pretty much common sense. And it's hard sometimes not to rage. And in my opinion, since myClub 19 and 20, if you're leading, your team reacts. Positioning, good positioning, less passing errors, good finishing, elusiveness. But as soon as you can see the goal, you feel like your player's agility are like 60. Defense constantly making mistakes, but I'm not going to get into that. So remember, staying calm. You rush, you make more mistakes. Pay attention to your mistakes as well. It's not all the AI sabotage, even though that happens a lot. Typical scenarios. The 4-2-1-3 is a defensive version of it, and the 4-3-3 flat is more of a hold-up play. So pick a formation that suits you, you have fun with, and is effective in the game, and it suits the players that you have. Like, don't go 4-3-3 when you don't have fast wingers or you don't have solid, high-caliber midfielders. And the third one that I want to talk about is the 3 at the back. 3 at the back after Data Pack 3, it is quite effective. Now, remember, guys, most of you guys see me on a live stream. Yeah, maybe I'm not 1K rated on myClub, but this is what I do. I literally, every stream, I use like 6-5 different formations because I like to experiment. I like to use things to dominate what everybody else uses. So this is what I do on the live stream. I just experiment most of the time. Even though we were supposed to do Road to 1K, I just can't help myself. I get bored. I use Club 3CF several, like for a week or two. I got bored of it. Even though I got like 15 win streak, reached 970 rated. But most of you guys know from the live stream anyway. So with this one, the first one, which is 3-4-3 with 3CF, the managers that has that formation, it's Paulo Sosa, fake name in the game. It's Americano. The second one is Jofuku. That's his real name in the game. And the second formation of this one, 3-3-2-2, which is flat, sign one that has an AMF option. If the CMFs are above the center line, that means it gives you an AMF option. But remember, the 3-3-2-2, you kind of have to use, if it's frontline pressure aggressive, you need to use fullbacks or use wingback on them. Defensive option, use wingback and defense on both LMF and RMF. The last one, which is 5 at the back, with that formation, which is 4-5-1-2-2, you will have 2 or 3 players never coming back, which is quite effective for counters. But when the majority of the time you play against Santos and you play against Klopp, they're compact down the middle and they attack down the middle. So you gotta find a way around it. Usually against Santos, I go for 2-2-2, but we'll get back into that. So remember, these formations are a little bit advanced. Not everybody knows how to play with 3 at the back. Not everybody has the perfect high caliber players. And if you're playing a formation like this, you should always make a hybrid squad. you know, we're gonna get into that as well. This episode is about meta effective formation. The next episode is gonna be about meta players, use players with specific abilities, and squad builder. And then we're gonna have a video about making a meta squad builder, the hybrid, you know, 3 different managers. So there's gonna be 2 more effective videos coming up as well. Now the number 4 is the 4-2-2 variations, whether it's 4-2-2 flat, 4-2-2 with AMF, 4-1-3-2, or 4-1-3-2 with triple AMF. Now those triple AMFs are, remember, having LMF and RMF, if you have AMFs on the flanks instead of LMF and RMF, AMFs are more offensive because they're attacking midfielders. They're not side midfielders. So the last one, which is 4-1-3-2 with triple AMF, it's very rare. Personally, I always like to have an assistant coach that is 4-2-2, you know, manage the game after minute 70. In 4-1-3-2, one of the best managers I've used has to be Gueva and Fusati. The 4-1-3-2 with triple AMF, there was only one manager, his name was Schneider, but his formation has changed right now. 4-2-2 with 2 AMF, just check. Manager list gets updated 3 times a day, 4 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 8 a.m. GMT. Apart from the end of the month, manager list gets updated every time you go in and come back out from 4 o'clock until 12. And the first one, 4-2-2, I like Diego Simeone. I like Thomas Tuchel if you want an offensive. Thomas Tuchel 4-2-2, when you attack, is like 4-2-4. Also, Solskjaer, Gaddafi manager, which is very deep defensively. Now remember, the reason why I'm not going into details with these formations because I have videos explaining it all. I have squad builder for most of these formations as well. Now let's talk about formation dominations. Which formation to most likely counter and dominate